With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
We begin today's meditation with a few sipping exercises to remind us a little treat can go a long way. So pick up your McCafe iced coffees, close your eyes, and deep sip in and deep satisfaction out.
Take a treat retreat at McDonald's. Right now, get a McCafe iced coffee in any size and any flavor for just 99 cents until 11 a.m. Price of participation may vary.
I'm enrolling in Medicare soon, and it had me a little confused. Then I found myhealthpolicy.com. With myhealthpolicy.com, I could go online and compare Medicare Advantage plans from some top-rated national insurers, including $0 monthly premium plans. I can learn about plans in my area and talk with a licensed insurance agent if needed. MyHealthPolicy.com has made doing my research a whole lot easier.
My choice, my Medicare, myhealthpolicy.com.
New to Medicare? Start now. Go to myhealthpolicy.com to learn about some of the top-rated Medicare Advantage plans in your area, including plans for $0 a month in plan premiums, low out-of-pocket costs, and expansive provider networks. If you're thinking about a Medicare Advantage plan, myhealthpolicy.com is a great place to go to find a plan that meets your needs. Learn more about your options. Even talk with a licensed insurance agent. myhealthpolicy.com.
Play a hater, turn your head around, lay on the ground, you've been robbed. Wake up, don't say no more, lay on the floor, you've been robbed. You know we need this country. And you should just roll with me. Let's go off together on this robbing spree. We'll steal this country. No?
What was that?
The Notorious B.I.G. You've been robbed. Play a hater, actually.
Okay.
And then the ad-libs, you got Puffy at the end. Wake your ass up, nigga. But it was my remix because this is the Thanksgiving episode. And so, therefore, my version was what white people were singing to the indigenous people.
Welcome to JNXT, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't really know where to go from here, from that intro. It's fine. How was your week?
How was my week? Oh, God, it was awful. It was hell.
Really? Why so come?
Because my job, it was just ugh. But I am now on break. I have 5 days off in a row.
Today is Thanksgiving.
I get to eat food that I've cooked.
Yeah.
And Crystal cooked.
Yum.
And the three birds that we scammed. One day we'll tell you all the tale of how we scammed 2 turkeys and a ham.
Yeah, we totally scammed Thanksgiving, and we can't tell you that probably ever, but we totally scammed Thanksgiving.
How was your week?
Cool. I got my cards read.
Look at you're so devilish. What happened? What'd they tell you?
You of all people trying to tell me what is satanic.
I said it endearingly.
Okay. They told me all the things that I kind of already knew. Mm-hmm. It definitely did shake some things. Mm-hmm. And I know that I need to make some changes. And that I will make some changes. Some of which I've already knew that were coming down the pipeline anyway. But excuse me. If you guys are interested in who I got my tarot card reading from, just hit me privately, and I'll send you directly to her. She's a black woman, so I really only trust black women. So because black women get shit done right. So, but other than that, my week was, cool. Today is Thanksgiving. I'm with all my niggas today. Mm-hmm. And we at Crystal's crib eating and doing the Thug Thizzle.
Yeah.
And by Thug Thizzle, I mean eating turkey and playing Phase 10.
And Uno.
Well, you guys play Phase 10. I just play Spades and Uno. Because I don't really understand Phase 10.
It's like a mix between gin rummy and Uno.
Okay.
But we can go into that too.
Okay. That's crazy. Shop our sponsors and listen to us anywhere and everywhere. Today is Thanksgiving, a special episode, so we're only talking about all things Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be eating during this podcast because it's Thanksgiving, so neener.
I do want to briefly discuss this Snoop reaction to Kanye's meltdown.
Oh.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. So do you want to talk about Kanye real quick? I mean...
Sure, why not?
Thoughts?
I mean, I said it a long time ago. Like, he has been dead on the inside for a very long time.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm being totally honest. Like, he spaced out, and he is, like, no longer himself. I'm not going to say he's on autopilot because it's beyond that. Autopilot means you just moving through life. He's got a lot to be mad about.
I don't know. I think this might be who he always has been. So.
I mean, he's always been.
It's just an evolution of such. He's always been extremely arrogant and cocky, and it just manifested itself into a different way. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. And this is just what we see.
I agree.
So I'm not going to blame it on, him losing his mother, because that's kind of a cop-out. She died 8 years ago. And, yeah. And either way, like, there's been people around him that he has access to supports more than all of us do. So I feel like that's the lame excuse because there's people who have had more traumatic things happen to them. And
they know how to navigate through life.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can't tell somebody how to grieve, and
sure.
You never know the impact of somebody's particular relationship. I do think that he's always had very loose screws for a while, just because he, even early on, he talked about how arrogant he would go on these tangents. So it's not really anything different, but it just got worse. And he really could have been deeply, deeply affected by that. On top of the fact that Scott has called out the Kardashian curse. Maybe he has fallen victim to that. So all of those little things that might have been a little loose before, it just came to fruition.
No, well, I mean, I hope that he turns his life around.
Yeah, I definitely I don't wish bad for him.
I don't wish bad for anybody except for Indiari and Chris Christie.
I got a couple people I wish bad for.
No, that's a lie. I wish there's several people I wish bad on.
But I do hope he gets better. I hope that he ends up utilizing the support system that he has, but it seems in a way that he alienates it.
Sure.
And I understand even what he was saying about
getting my cupcake. Sorry.
I understand what he was saying about even about Jay-Z, especially with the type of relationship they have. But you have to realize sometimes people distance themselves from you because you are harmful to what they got going on, and they're not trying to poison their bunch of apples with your foolishness.
They got too much money to lose.
Like, they have a lot to lose if they are fooling with you and that family that you have married into that is nothing but foolishness.
Yeah.
Entertaining foolishness nonetheless, sometimes.
Yeah.
But foolishness. So, you know, it's a lot to be said. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I just hope that he gets better.
Yeah.
In other news, Kim is really skinny.
I know. That's awesome.
I think she's a little too skinny.
Okay.
But that's just my humble opinion. I hate when people say that. In my humble opinion. Nigga, there's nothing humble about you.
There's nothing humble about opinions anyway, because if you were humble, then you wouldn't give your fucking opinion.
Right. You would kind of just sit back and listen to everybody else's poor opinions and judge in your head.
Exactly. Like good Christian people.
Right. People who purposely say, in my humble opinion, are arrogant.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
It's Thanksgiving. Can't wait for you all to tell us your Thanksgiving stories. But it's time for us to talk about Thanksgiving. So, Thanksgiving was really about the birth of America. And even though, she died a couple weeks ago, we did the whole funeral for her. But it's a great time to talk about, the birth time of America.
So this is Thanksgiving starring Jada Pinkett, Queen Latifah, that crying lady, and
Kimberly Elise.
And No Edges. And so this is basically about how white people set it off in America.
Yeah.
It wasn't the birth of anything.
No. Well, I mean, it was just the continuation of
White people came in those plastic masks and said, this is ours.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's essentially what happened.
And they saw a couple women, indigenous women, and were like, hey,
we're going to create something called
rape. I mean, that's what happened.
It is what happened. It's awful.
Yeah.
So this white man named Christopher Columbus.
Oh man. Let me eat this other one.
Let me look this up while you do that.
Yeah, so 1492. He was from Spain.
So this white man named Christopher Columbus from Spain, this is really the problem with Spaniards these days, came over here on a boat. And he said, oh, I like that. On his Veruca Salt. Daddy, I want it. I want it right now. I want it now, Daddy. So he parallel parked his boat.
Yeah.
Off one of the coasts.
Skirt.
Shoo. Well, really, technically, he took an Uber boat because he wasn't driving.
No.
So he took an Uber boat, parallel parked, and come to find out, there were already niggas here.
Yeah.
So instead of saying, hey guys, you mind if I join the party?
Yeah.
He literally put on his robber mask, eyes and lips out only, and said, well, this is mine now. So.
Like, he really just literally took over the aux cord.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, just like the government does to black people in the hood, where they put things in our flu shots and our immunization needles, he said, oh, so you guys don't want to give it up and you want to try to fight back? I'm going to create something bigger. Smallpox.
Yeah.
So, came with smallpox. He told a couple white people who were willing to die for the cause.
Which is really like pre-AIDS.
No, absolutely. It was definitely the original AIDS.
Yeah.
He got a couple white people to take a few for the team. Listen, just spread it around.
Yeah.
So that's what they did to try to kill him off.
Yeah.
You know, because you know how they do. Go ahead.
And then, eventually, they issued like the smallpox and like blankets.
Yeah.
There was, one thing that they tried to give us, was a romantic tale about an old gentleman by John Smith and his love affair with an 11-year-old girl named Pocahontas. And it really wasn't so much of a love affair so much as he just,
Right.
Chris Hansen.
Right.
Yeah. And, their whole goal was to, weaken the people. And as a thank you for all of these things, they decided to have a feast.
Exactly.
And in this feast, they thought, oh, we'll break bread with these people before, we, rape them.
Right.
So they decided to, sit in fellowship because, ain't no ship like either slave or fellow.
Ain't no party like a slave ship party because a slave ship party don't stop.
What? And they had a meal, like a lot of corn.
Yeah.
It was the first time white people ever had corn.
So this is low-key how, like, the indigenous people tried to get back at them. Because they were like, you white people don't know how to cook this corn.
Right.
And this corn is really tough.
Yeah.
Might break your teeth.
Yeah.
Back then, they didn't care too much about teeth.
Right. Or hygiene, period, actually.
Period. So, they shared their corn, but it was really supposed to be like to try to ward off the enemy.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And they tried to hit them off with the peace pipe. Basically, essentially get the white people really, really high and try to rob them.
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
You know how niggas do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work.
No.
Unfortunately. And then, Christopher Columbus and his homeboys just went on a killing spree.
Yeah.
And was like, no, this is ours now.
Yes. And for the ones who were able to survive and carry on, that's where the projects were created.
Yeah. This is all failed to mention that, slaves were a part of this journey too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But because this is the Thanksgiving episode, we need to go back a little further.
Yeah. But, 1492.
Yes.
So,
It's the original 2016.
Yep. So, yeah, that was Thanksgiving. The first Thanksgiving.
So, then slaves came.
Yeah.
And, collard greens were created.
Yeah. And yams.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Cajun fried turkeys. And bacon. Ham.
More so the ham hock.
Cornbread. And white people try to take that too.
And Hoppin' John. Remember we had Hoppin' John back then.
That's right. We still do.
Yeah.
And then
we only do that on holidays and special occasions.
One day we'll talk about how Kentucky Fried Chicken was created off of slavery, but not today.
No, we really can, because honestly, truly, how people think this is cute, like, Colonel Sanders is banging. Like, do they not realize, like, Colonel Sanders
owned your great aunt?
Yeah.
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 He had her cooking him chicken every day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, he said nigger freely.
You taste how good this nigger's chicken is.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Nigger, cook me some more chicken.
Yeah, with the corn husk pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We some learned ass niggas on this podcast.
Yeah, this is called the LITannica.
Yeah. LITannica, the history of Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Okay.
You have to keep that in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia.
Yeah.
The Littionary. Yeah. Litsaurus. Yeah. Lugal.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is us.
Yeah. Okay. We were on the train yesterday, and we were talking openly about Thanksgiving meals and whatever, and so this Nilla woman chimed in, and she was like, oh my God, can I come? And we were just like, LOL, sure, LOL. And
you have to, I don't know, you might not have seen this because you were sitting next to her, because I want to point out the fact that we were actually sitting across from each other having this conversation on
we
the
were
train.
Diagonally too, just loud.
Just loud. Just we were teenagers.
Being colored.
So XD is sitting next to this lady, and so prior to discussing the menu for today, we were just making very black jokes, and he and our other friend were pretending to be aunties. And so this lady was quietly sniggling the entire conversation. She enjoyed this gay banter. Because he was giving full on Shirley Caesar auntie.
Jadakiss.
Uh-huh. So I just wanted to bring that out to you all. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we were talking about what's on the menu, and she was like, oh, can I come? Again, LOL, sure, LOL. And so she began to tell us about how horrible her mother used to cook.
Her mother-in-law.
Her mother-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah, from
I want
50s.
to point out that this lady was about 65, 70 years old.
You think?
Yeah, she's about a smooth 65. So her mother-in-law is no longer here.
Oh, yeah. You could tell her what she said.
So we're going through the menu and all that. So we start talking about horrible food. And she'd go, oh. So the first thing that they mentioned was fruitcake.
Ambrosia.
Taya said ambrosia. Taya Denora. She said ambrosia. She goes, did she cook ambrosia? And she goes, yes, she did. I hated it. So then, literally every awful food you can think of, ambrosia, fruitcake, that Jell-O thing that nobody can identify from Stranger Things with the chunks of cocktail fruit in it.
Carrot salad with
raisins.
And the rat signs.
She said her mother-in-law made all of that, and then she said the funniest thing that I heard all day. She said, when she died, I threw all those recipes out. Yeah. And I lost it.
Oh my gosh. She was like, yeah, when she died, I threw all that away.
I threw all of those recipes away. Then she starts shading her daughter. She's like, now my daughter cooks very modern quinoa. I don't cook quinoa.
Word.
That lady wants some mac and cheese and some ham.
Yeah. No, she said under her breath, she was talking about, no, I like soul food. I'm like, girl, me too.
Listen.
But today we're going to talk to you about the evolution of the Thanksgiving meal.
So I feel like Thanksgiving, we talked about the start of it.
One. Yeah, it started with rape.
Right. And then it,
America has a raping problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. White people just inherently like to rape things.
Well, they just generally like to take things that are not theirs. I'll take your cookies.
Yeah, rape.
Yeah. So, anyway, we talked about the first Thanksgiving, how that came to be. Yeah. And then, obviously, it was elevated by slavery.
Because we just, we can't help but, make shit, be dope as fuck. Even in times of,
in times of distress, Black people know how to find joy. Yeah. Whether it be jokes, because we're the funniest people on the planet.
Abso-motherfucking-lutely.
or food because we are the cookingest niggas on the planet.
Absolutely.
So they said if we are just going to be in this horrible situation, then we're going to at least eat good.
Absolutely.
So that's how we got collard greens, like we said earlier. Mm-hmm. They were out there. They had to be innovative.
Yeah. They had to make do. Because that's what black people do.
Right.
We make do.
We sure do. So then you have sugar canes and you got sweet potatoes. And niggas learned how to make candied yams.
Exactly.
And sweet potato pie.
Exactly.
And then the white people came and said, this is delicious. We want this. Mm-hmm. And that's how Paula Deen was created.
That's funny because it's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is how we got all of the delectables that we have.
Yeah.
Now in 2016.
Yeah. I bet you cornbread was invented as an act of as a protest. You know what I mean?
Why?
I don't know. I feel like because it's such a staple and such a black thing. Like
that's because white people wanted biscuits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like white people love a biscuit.
They do love a biscuit.
Yeah. But it was just like very much like, no, we're going to make cornbread out of protest. Like, this is what we have, and we're going to make bread, and we're going to make dough. And I'm going to make it in a skillet. And what? SMD.
True.
God. We are so like political, even in our food.
Yeah. Like, we always make a statement.
Yeah.
Always make a statement.
Hoppin' John.
Isn't that the Good Luck New Year's food?
That's just black eyed peas. But Hoppin' John essentially is like black eyed peas, tomatoes. It's almost like a salad. But yeah.
I don't cook Hoppin' John. I really don't cook black eyed peas. Do you like black eyed peas?
I do. I love a good black eyed pea. And I used to think they were weird growing up because of just the way they looked.
Right, because their eyes.
Yeah, but like they're actually quite tasty. Like made with a good ham hock or fatback.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because I don't know if you can make black eyed peas with smoked turkey. I mean, I'm assuming you could. But it's just nothing like fatback, you know what I mean? Like, and you fry the fatback first, and you put it in there, and you let it cook all day, the night before, so they're ready on New Year's Day. Ooh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, but like now Thanksgiving, you know, you guys like to, you know, modern Thanksgiving is super. Well, I forgot like the 50s, 60s, and 70s, right? So remember, like people used to have dry ass turkeys.
Yeah, and cherry strudel.
You've been saying that shit all fucking day. Let it go. Or you remember like Butterball and you knew that this shit was done when the little thermometer popped up?
Yes. Boop. Still has it.
Mm-hmm.
They still have it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a food segment or is this our only food segment?
This is our own
food
segment.
So this is where we should talk about the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you know, mac and cheese has always been a staple, I guess. But now it's just like super elevated because now people are mixing cultures with different things. Like, remember that time like we had the creamed greens?
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about these. So we had one.
We had a gentrified Thanksgiving 2 years ago
with some friends
who I enjoy. I love them. They're great.
So one of our friends
just wasn't used to it,
right? Because
it was a Benetton Thanksgiving.
Let's discuss the fact that. Hey, Lisa.
Yeah.
Let's discuss the fact that there are certain... Okay, so I understand elevating food. I myself elevate food, and we'll get to that in a second. However, there are certain things that we just don't change for Thanksgiving because that is the day that you look forward to eat all of these sides that we eat on various Sundays throughout the year.
Which is so weird because it's like, it's just, you know, like... It's like the Super Bowl. Food. It's the Super Bowl of like food. Soul food because it's like we've been playing the same games in preseason and pro season.
Because at Thanksgiving, I personally want every starch possible. I want my potatoes 3 ways. I want potato salad. I want mashed potatoes, and I want candied yams. And if you're anything like my family, there's rice somewhere in the mix, and then. So this year, We're having mashed potatoes, and we are having candied yams. We're not having rice.
That's fine.
We are having 2 gentrified mac and cheeses. Well, not really gentrified, more elevated. So Crystal is making a Cajun seafood mac and cheese, and I am making a buffalo mac and cheese that has hot sauce cheddar, some other cheeses in it as well.
And I've had both of those mac and cheeses from both of them, and they're really, really good.
So we're having those. And then here's where we'll talk about the elevated food. So the cranberry sauce. I understand that all of us were raised eating cranberry sauce out of the can, where you open it with the can opener, you pop the bottom, you hear that little split, and you put it into a nice dish. And you slice it because it's just like zigzag filters.
Yeah.
It's perforated for you. So
I just had to think about what the fuck you were talking about. You're so stupid.
You have your slices. I get it. We all love it. I myself now have discovered and love real cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Made with cranberry. So as much as Dustin might want his can of cranberry sauce, this year we're going to have a cranberry sauce that I make with cranberries and has orange in it and nutmeg and cinnamon and pomegranate seeds and
it's so good. I use that as a dipping sauce for my Thanksgiving egg rolls. Remember, did I give you my Thanksgiving egg rolls last year that I made?
Yes, you did. They were delicious.
Yeah. I used the cranberry sauce as a dipping sauce.
No, I made some too.
Oh yeah, we both did. Yeah,
I made some too.
We did.
That was the recipe of the week last year.
Yeah.
But hurry up and listen to it.
Yep. But tell them about the cream greens.
So the cream greens. So my friend came to us and said, "I'll make the greens this year." Mm-hmm. So I was like, "Oh, okay, I don't mind making them." She's like, "No, I'll make the greens." Mind you, her food is very good.
It's delicious. Both Lisa and Carrie can cook their asses off.
Yes, and we actually cater together. Mm-hmm. We have a subsequent company called Mange Toi because we all use each other in each other's catering. So Mange meaning eat, and then Toi. So you get it. Anyway, So Carrie said she was going to make creamed greens with fennel, and I told XD.
I had a conniption.
I had a quiet conniption.
Oh, I was very loud. I was like, oh, hell no!
Well, I had to be a little bit more PC.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, no, they're really good. I promise. They're really good. Hesitant the entire time. Pissed that I wasn't having classic greens with either ham hock or smoked turkey in it that year. We got to Thanksgiving.
Man.
And these greens were delicious.
I think I probably had the most servings of greens that night. They were so fucking amazing.
They tasted like cream spinach.
Yeah.
They were really, really good.
Ooh, that was good.
Now, we're going back to a classic collard green this year with the smoked turkey in it and the garlic, and you let it simmer.
And by classic, we mean 90s, because, at the Black People meeting in 95, that's when we all decided to cross over to the smoked turkey leg,
right?
For seasoning, because pre-1995 is when we always were just using pork,
right?
However, white people, they've gotten hip to comfort food, which is what is soul food, but they call it comfort food now, and they've gone back to the pork, but that's because they can afford it because they have better health care. So,
Well, so we're having that and candied yams, and we told you about our 3 scammed birds, and mashed potatoes. I told you all. Dressing with sausage.
You gotta stop telling me about we scammed Thanksgiving. I mean, we did, but we could. Dressing,
not stuffing, with sausage, fresh herbs, delicious. So it's gonna be lit. Oh, and we're having apple pie. Crystal's making turtle cheesecake. I made a sweet potato bourbon pecan pie, and also a regular sweet potato pie. And we're having magnolia banana pudding.
Damn right we are.
If you know anything about Magnolia in New York, you know they make a delicious banana pudding. And it's gonna be lit. I'm looking forward to it. God, I love food so much.
Yeah, can't fucking wait. Today's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
So, I know generally you don't do the cooking on Thanksgiving because you're always with me and I do all the cooking. But let's go over our Thanksgiving playlist. You all know we can't do an episode without a playlist.
Absolutely not. Black people can't do anything without music.
So I personally really like. I mean, obviously, no. This is very true. I cook to all different types of sounds. So you all know I love a good coon tune, and then I can bust out an entire Solange, seat at the table because I want everybody to have one. But I love a good oldie when I'm cooking.
Yeah.
So the first song on the Thanksgiving playlist. It makes you channel
the ancestors.
It does. Like, I really get into auntie mode fully.
Yeah.
And just get busy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the first one is Bobby Caldwell's What You Won't Do for Love.
You know what's crazy is, I, like most people, swore up and down that Bobby Caldwell was black. I swore up and down, I swore on chicken that man was colored. Not by any means did I think that man was actually white.
So,
which is why he never showed his face on album covers, because they thought that he wouldn't sell to the brown crowd.
My memory of that song is my father can sing like really well. Like, my
put him
dad
on a mixtape.
I know he sings so well. People ask him to sing at their weddings and stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like he can sing. So, his brother. Yeah, his brother used to try to get up and sing at the functions. My father got it from my grandmother, so him and my grandmother would do duets, and then it was all of that. That niggas love to invite niggas to sing in the 90s at their wedding. Shout out to Drew. So my uncle used to try to get up and sing at the family functions just because I guess he felt away because his brother and his mother could sing. So he would always get up and sing Bobby Caldwell's What You Won't Do for Love at every family function, in addition to other things.
You remember when Tupac sampled it?
Yes.
Didn't he have Danny Boy sing it or something like?
Yes, and it had the claymation in the video.
Yeah, because he was dead. Well,
yeah.
Cuba.
Yeah, Bahamas.
Yeah. Anyway.
So my next song is a complete auntie jam.
Okay.
Complete auntie jam. I feel like you're getting ready to squeal.
Okay.
Millie Jackson. Start
The sooner you give, the sooner you'll get to have a love of your own.
A love of my own. Your love of your own. No, are you serious?
I'm waiting for you to drop.
Oh no, that is one of my cooking songs. I get all the way into my Kitten Hills when that comes on.
Can you say the title for the people?
Oh, I thought I did. A Love of Your Own.
Thank you. Because people asked, XD, what is that title of that song you played on the show? Like, I don't know, just...
Millie Jackson's A Love of Your Own.
That was the first K Michelle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
So the next song is Especially Precious to Me.
Mm-hmm.
So it is by, we have a king, a queen, and a prince.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and Prince.
Yeah.
So this is by Michael Jackson. I can't help it.
Looking in my mirror, took me by surprise. I can't help but see you running often through my mind.
And I've mentioned it before, but you all know I can't go and mention any music without mentioning my king.
Yeah.
And so it was written by Stevie Wonder.
Yes, it was.
But that is literally, it's my favorite Michael Jackson song.
Mine too, one of mine. And what's interesting is so many people have sampled that song and don't even realize it. Like, it's such a great song.
Looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
So, the next song is about my cousin.
Oh, shit. For real?
Yeah, it's been sampled by
everybody.
Everybody. This is legitimately my second cousin. This is my mother's first cousin. It's by Dennis Edwards, and the song is Don't Look Any Further.
You're really related to Dennis Edwards?
Dennis Edwards is my mother's first cousin.
That is so...
So in the Temptations movie, which we told you all one day we're going to have an entire episode about, which we are.
Which comes on Thanksgiving? What comes on Thanksgiving? Is it Temptation or the American, both of them? It comes on Thanksgiving. You're right. But I thought Michael Jackson and them came on Martin Luther King Day weekend. No, Thanksgiving.
Well, so in the movie where he, has the whole fit because he doesn't want to sing, the 3rd of September because his dad passed away.
Yeah.
That is my grandfather's brother.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You are like destined to be famous.
No.
Yeah, like it's in your blood.
It's Dennis Edwards.
Yeah, and you're related to them niggas from Bone Thugs.
Well.
And then those are like really like black royalty.
Really? Honestly and truly.
Yeah. I'm gonna send everybody.
No. So yes, Dennis Edwards, Don't Look Any Further. So the next song is The Mood by our good girlfriend Roberta.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Flack, If You're Nasty.
Yeah.
And it is Feel Like Making Love.
Strolling in the park, watching winter turn to spring. Walking in the dark, seeing lovers do their thing.
That song just puts me in a good mood. I just want to glide through the kitchen and like peel my yams and, you know what I'm saying, make my bechamel sauce for my mac and cheese. Like, I love that song. It puts me in such a cooking mood. So the next group is an ode to Michael Strahan.
Well, I mean, well, I can't go. I can't. I wasn't expecting that.
The Gap Band.
I was like, oh. How was it? Oh.
Everything's dedicated to him. The nigga who looks like he steals food out of your refrigerator. You know he does.
Michael Strahan is my everything. He is such a fine man.
He looks like he eats your leftovers.
Shut the hell up. He is so fine. He is so dreamy. Now he's making them Trump oh, damn. I can't even make that joke anymore. Shit.
Wait, what?
Because I was going to quote Nene Leakes and be like, you're making them Trump checks. Now I can't.
No, it's tainted forever.
I know. Fuck.
Forever.
God, he even ruined fucking good jokes.
See?
Oh, God. I'm so stressed out.
I don't even like to use his little, like, gifts.
I do. Only because the one where he's holding up the power fist is funny.
You're the worst. So this song puts everybody in a good mood. It's a roller skating song. It's a cooking song. Outstanding.
You light my mind. I feel alive with you, baby. You blow my mind. I'm satisfied. Outstanding. So outstanding. Girl, you knock me out.
Yo, it's like the number one like HBCU classic song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're like a majorette, it's literally your jam.
I really love the way you love me. Outstanding.
Oh my, I'm satisfied.
Outstanding. Boy, you knock me out. Exciting.
So excited, yeah.
You makes me wanna shout.
Girl, you know, you knock me out.
So my last song. She don't get enough play. Miss Denise Williams.
I just got to be me.
And I don't want to be free.
See, the problem is with me is that I'll sing Lil' Kim's version.
You can't fuck with Queen Bee. All you haters will see.
That's right.
See.
Yeah. But that song also puts me in a good mood. It puts me in like Bluetooth mode because, that's Uncle Wear. Speaking of which, I'm
With the new iPhone SE for less than $100 at Metro, you rule. It's the most affordable iPhone on the #1 brand in prepaid. So whether you're studying online or FaceTiming.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. The iPhone SE has all you need. Switch to Metro and get the iPhone SE for $99.99 after rebate redemption and 6 months of service with AutoPay. Metro by T-Mobile. Rule your day. Limit 1 per account/household. Requires port and ID validation. Not valid for numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro in past 90 days. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Right now, switch your family to T-Mobile and get 4 lines for $25 a line with AutoPay and 5G access included on America's largest 5G network. So don't wait. Get unlimited and nationwide 5G access for the whole family for just $25 a line. Visit a T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com today.
Plus taxes and fees. Customers may notice lower speeds and further reduction if using over 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video at 480p. Unlimited while on our network. Qualifying credit and 4+ lines required. Capable device required for 5G. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain features. See T-Mobile.com.
I told you about my idea, right? What I want to do, my event.
No, but I'm afraid to ask what it is, but you're going to just say it anyway, so go right ahead.
So in honor of this playlist and all things auntie and uncle, I am going to have an auntie and uncle party.
No, God.
So I'm going to hold it at one of those I'm going to hold it at Sugar Hill or Brown Sugar.
I was going to say Brown Sugar.
I would prefer Brown Sugar.
Yeah.
In Bed-Stuy. And I want everybody to come dressed up as their favorite auntie or uncle. So I want Bluetooths in the house. I want man sandals. I want kitten heels, leather pants, furs, Like, I want this to be an uncle and auntie party. Oh, no, I'm like, it's happening.
Yeah.
Like, Asante told me he's wearing a jogging suit.
Yeah.
So, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, stay tuned
I'm gonna
for
wear
that.
linen pants.
You go, yes, I need linen in the house.
Yeah, I need linen.
I need the full, like, uncle, like, you remember the uncle kit?
Yeah.
What is it? You need some man sandals, a linen suit, a Bluetooth, and what, like a leather Kango?
Mm-hmm. Always a Kango.
I need some leather Kangos, too.
Yeah. I'll probably get some Gazelles.
Yeah, all of that. I want somebody in a zoot suit. Like, I want full auntie and uncle going out.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're stepping up.
Yes. There will be no R. Kelly played, though. None. Damn. Yeah, sorry. Damn. Oh, totally Sequins. Yeah.
Yeah.
There used to be this club in the city probably 10 years ago called Shadow. And the Shadow was the auntie and uncle spot. That's where you went in your linen. You went and you stepped in the name of love. That's exactly what I'm channeling.
Wow.
Holla at me if you remember the Shadow in the city.
Wow. That's rich.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you went to the Shadow?
Yeah, I had, yeah, and I told you it was a decade ago, so you know I didn't belong.
Yeah.
I ended up at the gay club down the street. That's where Lil Wayne's "I'm Going In Forever" was ruined for me.
Hey, how you doing? That shit,
I'm going in. I'm going in.
And now I go hard.
Oh, it was.
I go hard.
And yes, it was.
Bull bitches. And
there was so many things that didn't need to be happening in public.
Which gay club was that? Secret?
I don't even remember what it was called.
Oh.
It was down the street from the Shadow, though.
Oh, on the west side?
I feel like it might have been on the east side.
Oh, sissies don't do the east side.
I think it was the east side. They do the village.
No, East Village, not the white one.
The white ones. The white gays, I guess. No, but this was a black gay club. It was like a random club, though. I don't remember what it was called.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, this is the official start of, like, the holiday season. So, there's Thanksgiving today and Hanukkah coming up for those who celebrate it. Or, we have Christmas, Festivus for some people. There's Kwanzaa, which is what, I celebrate.
Right.
Three Kings Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So what are some of your favorite holiday traditions?
Oh.
Do you have any? Did you guys have any? Did you have anything growing up?
My family's so dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, like, my personal tradition was always making sure I kept something sharp on me and my purse in my sight.
Well, that's the end of this segment. Now it's time for Cocktail of the Week.
I've mentioned it and I might have even given a recipe for it, but today I'm making sorrel sangria. As we've discussed, sorrel is a Caribbean drink brewed from hibiscus with water, sugar, cloves, cinnamon, and orange. That's my way anyway. So for your cocktail, add 1.5 bottles of medium-bodied red wine. Blends of Merlots and Zins and Cabs are always fine. Half a gallon of your sorrel, a cup of spiced rum, a 1/4 cup of Cointreau, half a cup of orange juice, a few splashes of Angostura bitters, and half a cup of simple syrup. Let it sit for a few hours and garnish with sliced orange. Enjoy with your feasts and all through the winter season. Listen to Jade and XD every week for cocktails and tips.
Thanks, Jade. What are your food gripes?
My food gripes.
Yeah, as a chef, cook.
Dry mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Dry mac and cheese is the worst. Dry turkey. I understand that a turkey is a really hard thing to regulate. But just if you're going to dry it out, don't experiment on niggas. Like, that's a, you know what? That's a gripe. Experimentation. If this is not what you do for a living, don't test your new dishes out on a group of people. If it is just you and whoever you're having it with, it's 2 or 3 of y'all, and you keeping it real low key, fine. Test your dishes out. But you have a group of niggas that you're cooking for. Don't try to get brand new.
Yeah.
What are some of yours?
So I had to learn how to cook when I was young because my mother didn't really cook like that, and if she did, it was just like, and my grandmother, she'd be like, "I'm retired. I'm not doing all this." That's and also, as I've gotten older, I've had food that's been better than my grandmother's. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But anywho, I do not like you, nothing in this world should ever be dry except for socks and drawers.
Mm-hmm. That's written jeans.
And jeans. But like dried turkey, ooh, that is the worst. Because like you can like choke on that. Like that is a hazard.
I agree.
I do not like, how do I say this? This sounds like really, really petty. But like, when you're making your to-go plate, or when people make the to-go plate for you, I guess, because sometimes that happens because niggas are super grimy.
Don't make my to-go plate.
And they be like, no, I'm gonna make it for you. They put the potato salad, if you have potato salad, in with the plate stuff that you have to reheat. Like, don't put my potato salad on next to, like, the greens and mac and cheese that I gotta reheat.
I agree.
Like, that, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Like, come on. Like, that's some bullshit. I have a lot of food gripes.
I know, there's so many of them that I'm like, where do I start?
Yeah.
Lumpy mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Like, get them creamy, dog.
Yeah.
Boil them well, mash them, and then whip them. Some people like chunky mashed potatoes.
I do like chunky mashed potatoes. Like, a good rustic, like, red potato mash. And it's like a rough, like, more like a smashed potato as opposed to mashed potato. Those can be really good and tasty.
See, here's the thing. I don't mind a rustic mashed potato. Like, if I'm going to have mashed potatoes with red potatoes where the skin is on and it is a more rustic style, I'm cool with that. When it comes to using a golden Yukon or a russet or whatever, a white potato, don't leave it chunky. That's not the potato that was meant for a rustic mashed potato. Like, when it's unintentionally lumpy, I can't deal with it.
Okay.
It stresses me out.
Okay.
People who undercook their yams.
Undercook anything.
People who over sweeten their yams.
Over anything.
Awful fried chicken. People who don't put anything green on their plate.
Beige plates. No beige plates. No beige plates.
Kia talked about it.
Listen, that is what's wrong with us as a people.
Beige plates.
You have to use. There needs to be some green. Where is your vegetables?
Like, and people who only have one vegetable at Thanksgiving. Like, I get it. I'm a person who enjoys sides. That's what I'm there for. But have more than one vegetable in the house, please.
Right.
Like, more than one vegetable. Put vegetables on your plate. Put a little cranberry sauce on there. Just break it up with some color.
Yeah.
Some collard greens, some green beans, and a little cranberry sauce. It'll break up all of that
starch.
Oh God, I love. You know what I'm looking forward to the most?
We might have the same thing that we're looking forward to, and if it is, because I've talked about on the show about what Black Love is.
Mac and cheese and yam juice. I am so excited for mac and cheese and yam juice. Like, don't say nothing to me about food not touching. I am excited boots for mac and cheese and yam juice.
Listen, that's what Black Love is all about, Charlie Brown.
Like, I love mac and cheese and yam juice. Love it.
It's so good. Like,
oh my God. I'm so excited for it. Like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Soups, Excited.
Another gripe when people don't have hot sauce.
Yeah, and here's the thing about hot sauce. Like, you have to have several different types of hot sauce. And it's because of the fact that sometimes people, like, get hot sauces that change the consistency of what you're eating.
No, agreed.
Excuse me. Which is why Tabasco is important. I know that people, like, kind of side-eye Tabasco a little bit. But Tabasco does not change the consistency of what you're eating or the flavor profile. It just gives it the kick. I like Tapatio. Like, it might be a little bit thicker, but it doesn't change the consistency too much. But when people add sriracha and all that good stuff, that's just spicy ketchup.
Okay, sriracha is not hot sauce. Please, when I ask for hot sauce, stop giving me sriracha. I enjoy sriracha. I enjoy sriracha on my Asian food. I enjoy it in my pho. I do not enjoy hot sriracha on my mac and cheese. No. I don't want that. I'll put it on my eggs. I'm not putting... I can deal with Tabasco more than I can deal with sriracha on soul food. Sriracha and soul food are like oil and water. They don't go together.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Not on my soul food. That will piss me off. Another peeve I have, and this might be more from like just a chef standpoint or anybody who cooks really, but stop seasoning your food before you taste it. Because you'll be very surprised to know that a lot of people, now granted I get it, I'm one of those people that enjoys a nice side of salt and pepper, but it's usually when I'm at a restaurant or it's somebody that I know I'm going to need some salt and pepper with. I season my food down.
Yeah.
I try to make it where you don't need to add salt and pepper. If I tell you purposely, like, add salt and pepper, it's because I did not add this profile for a reason. Yeah. Like, I didn't want to oversalt something, or people have different taste palettes. But stop putting salt and pepper on your food, on people's food, before you taste it. It's annoying.
Yeah.
What's another one of your gripes?
Shit. There's like too many. I don't. I don't know. Oh, I guess this might be coming from somebody who, I guess from a chef standpoint, even though I'm not cooking this year or anything, I'm just providing banana pudding.
Yeah, that's fine.
But don't put more on your plate than you can handle. Because it's like, if you're not planning on taking it home to go, don't throw it away and don't waste food.
That's real. Yeah, especially if I paid for food and, you know, I've prepared it. Like, if you know you're not going to eat it, don't put it on your plate.
Yeah.
Don't do that. People who come completely empty-handed. Oh! That's your trash. Bring something. Niggas who come and don't bring anything. You don't offer to bring a bottle. You don't offer to bring a bag of ice. And you're the first one to go plate. You don't offer to bring no sodas. You ask for to-go plates, and you don't help clean up. You're the last nigga there, with nothing in your hands, and you the first nigga with a to-go plate, and the first nigga out the door. You don't even help to put food away. You don't help to clean up no trash. You don't help to do anything. You're just there as a body. I remember there was this nigga, one of my Lost Boys Thanksgiving, named CJ. My cousin brought him.
I remember this is the first Thanksgiving I went to at your house.
After that night, I told my cousin, I said, don't ever bring that nigga to my house again.
Wow.
He was the most, you came empty-handed, you asked me mad questions while you were there about the food, and then you asked for to-go food, and then you left with to-go food, and you contributed nothing, including personality. Ugh.
Yeah, I remember that day.
No niggas named CJ. Unless you listen to the show and your name is CJ. You're cool.
Yeah.
Unless you're that nigga.
I'll never forget that day. Because that first day, that was the first day we went to, I think, yeah, I went to Takia's house first for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And then I came all the way to your house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, sis.
Yeah. Anywho, don't be raggedy. At least bring something, a bottle of wine. It can't be... You can even bring a fancy bottle of wine, which is like $10. I mean, and it's not like fancy, but fake fancy. You know what I mean? It's the thought, you know, bring something. Or you could ask, what can I bring? Can I bring anything? And if the host tells you don't bring anything to yourself,
then you're good.
Then you're fine.
You're good.
Yeah.
Bring out warming presents.
Yeah. Bring something.
Bring a bottle. You know what? Okay, so just how we talk to you all about tipping, because sometimes people just don't know. As you get older and you become an adult, you don't show up to people's house empty-handed.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You have your friends, you drop by. Always have something. I personally always have a small green bag in my gift. And in my bag, in my gift in my bag. You just don't show up to anybody's house empty-handed.
Yeah.
Like, and if they tell you don't bring anything, still bring something.
Yeah.
Still bring something. Bring a bottle of wine. Like XD said, you can get a decent bottle of wine for $12.
Yeah.
You really can. But you don't show up to people's house without nothing. Ask them if they need a bag of ice. Ask them about the small things that people who are busy all day sometimes can't attend to. Can I bring paper plates? Can I bring napkins? Can I bring forks? Can I bring cups? Like, and again, if they say no, bring a nice bottle and keep it pushing. $12 is not going to put you out.
So, we're at the end of the show, and I figured I would tell you all a story, because I never tell a story, because Jade always tells the stories. So gather around, and I figured I would tell this story because, you know, it's a very popular thing now. It's like a meme, and I'm here to be the fun police and ruin all of your fun. So Shirley Caesar, if you haven't noticed or been sleeping in a rock or not living on the internet, has been the face of the You Name It challenge. And so people have found her sermon, the Hold My Mule sermon, which is a famous sermon that she started back in the 60s. And she gave the sermon again later in the 90s. And people found the videos, and that's the one with, like, I got, you know, beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes, hog, malls, rams.
Lamb, ram.
Yeah, lambs, rams, chicken, turkeys, hawk, dogs, something, you name it.
Really? That's your...
Yeah.
You name it.
I have the itis now. It's Thanksgiving.
Mm.
So I have met Shirley Caesar, Pastor Shirley Caesar, and in her defense, all church mothers are mean and surly. They're just mean, horrible. They're saved and they know the word, but they are just really just mean. Old battle axes.
Yes.
Now I understand.
Take the crying babies out. Mm-hmm. And put fear in them.
Mm-hmm. Saved woman, but evil at the same time. Just mean. But 1997 in Hayward, California, at Glad Tidings Baptist Church.
Glad Tidings?
Yeah, Glad Tidings Baptist Church. We had a revival, and we had guest preachers and all that good stuff. And one of them was Shirley Caesar. My uncle was a pastor at the time. He was an associate pastor at the church. So so of course I was heavily involved in church. And so she was one of the guest pastors there. So back in the back room, it was just a bunch of like kids playing or whatever. Just, you know, I was 11. And so I was with my fake girlfriend Erica.
Your beard?
Yeah.
Baby beard?
Yeah.
BB.
Yeah, and just a whole bunch of other kids who were just around the same age, just playing around, whatever. And so she had family come in. Mm-hmm. And so her purse and her stuff happened to be in the room where we were. I was not anywhere near this woman's stuff. I was like, I'm going to be over here, in and out, running, playing, trying to be all up in my boo thing, Erica, whatever. So we all leave out the room. She comes back. She says, oh, somebody stole a 20 out my purse. Okay, like, I don't, whatever. She was like, who was back here? And of course, somebody, one of the sisters was like, oh, you know, Xavier was back there, and Erica, and this person, and that person, that person. She was like, it was you who did it, didn't you? Say you did it. Tell me you did it. No. I didn't do it. She was like, you're lying. You're lying. Tell the truth to save the devil. You know you did it.
Tell the truth to save the devil.
No, I did not.
You know what you should have said?
And she was like, you look guilty. Because I was really like, I was timid and like shy. I didn't have like a big personality back then. I mean, I still, whatever. But I was like really timid and shy. So I was just like, I didn't know what to do. And so my uncle was like, did you take that money from a person? I was like, no, not at all. Like, that's not me. Come to find out, it was one of the other boys who did it.
I thought you were going to say it was Erica.
No. Who would happen to be related to her. I forget if that was like her something, but she knew them. I didn't know who the fuck he was. But yeah, she literally was like, you stole money out my purse.
I would have been like, Miss, I have beans, greens, tomatoes,
and
hams,
I was so
lamb.
nervous because like I was like, oh, my uncle gonna tell my mother, I'm gonna be pissed, and my grandma gonna find out. And like they were all out in the congregation, so I'm like, fuck, like what am I gonna do? Whatever. But anywho, I got squashed. But she legit was like, no, you stole money out my purse.
You should have told her you had all those things, but not her 20.
Well, I don't remember the message she gave that night, but I do remember that.
I hope it was a message of accountability.
I hope so, but
I accused this little black boy tonight of stealing money out of my purse.
So that's the show, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your food. Get some sleep. Enjoy your days off. I hope you have days off. I know a lot of you work in retail. You might not. May the strength be with you. You know, I hope no white people come and pillage your store.
Or rape it.
Oh my God.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey everybody, Jaden XD here.
What up?
We are here to remind you that starting January 1st, 2017, the old episodes of the show that we used to be on, Two Guys and a Girl, will no longer be available on the internet. So definitely marathon up over the holiday season and just enjoy the previous episodes that we did have over the last 2 years with our previous co-host, Jay Warhol.
If you want to binge listen, I would suggest you do it now. Make sure that you tell a friend to tell an auntie to catch up on Two Guys and a Girl so that they can ease right onto Jaden XD. We're making room for new things, so make sure you try to catch up on that while you can.
Yeah. And thanks. Bye.
Bye.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. crave victoriously.